Would you care to make it? How can I help you?
Читбот. Собака. Суета 555 пришел из портала.
Kor brought Tannik home injured but alive. He told me you went after the Grand Sermonizer. Tell me, has the deed been done? Simbar was one of our best. To allow himself to be captured like that. I didn't think that either the Grand Sermonizer or the Order of the Hour was capable of such a feat. Why go to all that trouble, I wonder? Black armor. I've heard rumors of such a warrior, but to seek the location of our sanctuary, it appears we're at war with an unknown adversary.
Don't worry, Tannik. A cask of mead, and you'll be back on your feet in no time.
Shit, your mead tastes like bee vomit. I think I'll pass.
Oh, Tannik, I hate that this happened to you.
You worry more than the matron, Hildegard. I'll be as good as new before you know it. Ah, the new blade has arrived. Give us the room if you would, Kor.
Certainly, Tannik. But I still expect you to be completing contracts again in a few days.
I'll do my best not to disappoint you.
Take your time, Tannik. I am going to go say a prayer for your quick recovery.
Kor and Hildegard mean well, but they're worse than a couple of mother hens. You're alive. Does that mean the Grand Sermonizer is no longer with us? We're not certain what kind of magic the Grand Sermonizer placed upon Simbar's body. But I'd be dead too, if not for you and Kor. I'm indebted to you both. And I'll make sure that everyone remembers Simbar's bravery. He refused to give up our secret, no matter what the Grand Sermonizer did to him. It does make me wonder about them. Simbar could easily best me in a fight, and that warrior bested him. If you encounter her again, don't underestimate her skills and abilities. She's hunting the hunters, and that's a game I have no... A chance to beat your record. How many of the Sermonizer's priests did you murder anyway? Seriously, New Blade. Stay sharp out there. The roots of our trouble stretch deep below the soil. Things are gonna get worse, my friend.
Where has that girl gotten to this time? Ah, friend. Am I glad to see you? It's Hildegard. She never came back after she went to say a prayer for Tannik. I think I could use your help. After Tannik was injured during the Grand Sermonizer incident, Hilda went to pray for him, and I haven't seen her since. No one has. It's not... She loves temples. But the trouble in Kvetch has made her avoid the big cathedral. Lately, she's been visiting the great chapel of Debella in Anvil. I think the ritual will soothe her. Will you? I'll meet you at the chapel in Anvil. Hopefully we'll find Hilda curled up and sleeping under Debella's statue. Just be careful when you get to the city. She likes to commune with the divines and with nature. And she takes on contracts like the rest of us. So it's not that unusual. I hope she's all right. But who knows what to think when the world turns upside down? Someone's been murdering the murderers. If Hilda got... What are you implying, Initiate? Hilda is like a sister to me. Ever since I found her, I've been trying to help her come to grips with her situation. Why is that so hard to believe? She's an excellent tracker and a ruthless killer in werewolf form. Sometimes she brings back body parts she's still gnawing on, but the Pirate Queen hates everything she can't control. The Count of Kvatch, the Primate, us. She wants to rule the entire Gold Coast, but we're not willing to just roll over and give in to her demands. We're independent, and we like it that way. Hilda's not here. Let's ask around and see if any of the worshippers have seen her.
Bask in the holiness of this sacred place, and let your troubles fade away. I have seen many such women in this city. I heard the governor wore one at a recent appearance, and now the custom has become a...
Ah, now I've lost my train of thought. Well, since you've already interrupted the writing process... A Nord? Here? Is that even possible? I have it on good authority that the typical Nord melts in hot temperatures. Come to think of it, I'm surprised.
I wonder if I can get a priest to tell me how they keep the fires burning. I hope it's not one of those sacred secrets that they're always going on about. Now that you mention it, I remember a young woman. No, wait. That was a wood elf. Carried around a bouquet of flowers.
My, someone is certainly curious about this Nord girl. I wonder who she could be. Your interest in this young Nord woman has certainly piqued my curiosity. Tell me who she is, and I'll tell you what I saw. I saw a young Nord with a flower in her hair talking to Chanter Nemes over by the Akatosh shrine. I remember because it was so odd. He was whispering in her ear and standing much too close for a man who wasn't her father or... Oh, believe me, I tried. When they were finished, the poor young woman had tears streaming down her face. She ran out of the chapel as the chanter looked on. He had a self-satisfied smile on his face. Do you think? Oh, no, of course not. A man as pious as Chanter Nemes would never do anything untoward with a young Nord woman. I mean, even the...
Troll's blood! Can these people gossip? They're worse than the Rat Master's informants, and he pays them to dredge up secrets. Hilda was here, but no one can say where she went or when. Tell me you had better luck, Initiate. A chanter spoke with Hilda? That's not what I wanted to hear. Understand, Hilda isn't like us. She grew up in the wild. It certainly sounds that way to me. It doesn't take much to turn her guilt about what she's done as a wolf into self-loathing. I'm constantly trying to get her to back to where it all began. Back to Skyrim. I'll check at the docks to see if she's tried to secure passage on a ship. You go talk to the caravan master.
The next caravan will be ready to leave shortly. If that interests you, find a place nearby to sit for a spell, and I'll call you when we're ready. Well, isn't that interesting? You're the second menacing stranger that's asked me about a Nord who may or may not have fled in tears. Right. Her family. The way that young woman was crying, you'd think Molаг Bal himself was after her. Or someone like you. If I had helped... Sorry. I protect my customers and their secrets. I've got nothing else to say.
Caravan Master, please! The young woman with the flower in her hair, she's in terrible danger!
Well, look at you! You must be the brother.
So you did see Hildegard. Please, you need to tell us where she's gotten to.
You're all she talked about other than begging me for transport. She said she was gonna miss you most of all.
Word on the docks was that the Silver Dawn was looking for my sister too. We need to know where she went.
The young woman wanted a ride to the Yarral Mountains. Sent her on the last wagon, but I can take you there if that would help.
We'd appreciate that. Thank you. The news about the Silver Dawn has made me even more concerned about Hilda's safety. The Silver Dawn are werewolf hunters. Whatever that chanter said to Hilda has made her run back to the wilderness where I found her.
Sorry I gave you the runaround, but I was just trying to protect my passenger. Those Silver Dawn ruffians came around asking about her right before you did. I didn't say a word to them either. Then hop aboard the wagon and let's get going. I'll get you there as fast as I can without throwing a wheel. Well, at least without throwing more than one. If the Silver...
Let's split up and look for Hilda. But stay alert. The forest is probably crawling with Silver Dawn hunters.
mess with a street kid.
You dare challenge the Order of the Silver Door? I'll tear your head off and mount it on my wall.
Spare me, and I'll tell you where the werewolf is. We track her to the south.
I love harvesting runestones.
werewolf is. We tracked her to the south.
It's me, Hilda. Your big brother. Calm down. We're here to help. Remember yourself. Remember who you are. That's good, little sister. Very good. Now breathe. Relax.
I did not mean to cause so much trouble. I never meant to put you or Ko in harm's way. I meant to, but the chanter told me I had to flee. He said my past and my wild nature were going to cause the people I love to come to harm. He said the deaths of our brothers and sisters were my fault, and it was going to get worse if I remained. The chanter sings to the divines. He speaks for Akatosh. I had to tell him things. About me. About the family. It happened before. I was a danger to my wolf clan. Now I am a danger to Ko. To you and the others. You are all better off without me. No! Why would the Cantor do that? He told me to return to my old life. To the wilderness. He said I'd be safe. That no one else would get hurt if I left. He promised that Akatosh... You really mean that? Even after I abandoned the family? You still want me around? I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. I let my fear allow the chanter to deceive me.
Looks like you found your friend. And all her limbs are still attached? Are you sure? Nothing else you need to accomplish before we...
Thank you for saying such kind things to Hilda. I know she's taken your words to heart. You did good, Initiate. I'm glad you're one of us now. I know, and I will. I'm just not eager to see Astara. She won't be pleased when she hears about this. I wish I knew what Chanter Nimbus hoped to...
Finest
Now that it is all over, I feel like a fool for listening to the chanter. I might have to pay him a visit one of these nights, and even the score. I guess you never heard. I grew up different. My parents were Nords, but we followed a different path from most other Nords. We admired the werebeast. My clan were hunters. We worshipped Hercene. Becoming a werewolf was part of that. It was the way things were done. But I could not control my wolf form. Not at first. I lived on my own, deep in the mountains. I was wild, feral. Then Kor found me. He took me in and gave me a family again. If not for him, I don't know where I'd be right now. Now, if only I could make that. You would do that? For me? Thank you. Chanter Nemes tends to the Akatar shrine in the chapel of Dibella. He spends a lot of time in the chapel office.
Hey, you. Everything all right?
I understand we have you to thank for Hildegard's safe return. Are you going to tell me what happened, or do I have to torture Kor until he sings? I hope you're right. But why do the Akatosh priests seem to be moving against us? First the sermonizers, now this. Are they trying to take advantage of our recent setbacks? Or is there something more going on here? A contract has come our way that includes an unusual request. The client wants to meet the assassin assigned to carry out the task before paying our exorbitant. It's rare, but not unheard of. And the Black Hand agreed to the request, so who am I to complain? I'd like you to deal with this one, Initiate. Go to Anvil Castle and meet with our client. I'm sure she's got a good reason for altering our protocol. Oh, didn't I mention? It's none other than the self-proclaimed provincial governor of Anvil, the Pirate Queen Fortunata Abdugal. Go and see what the Pirate Queen has to say, Initiate. At the very least, it should be amusing to let her think she can order us around the way she does her Red Sail's lackeys. I look forward to hearing all about it. Knowing Fortunata, it could be anyone. She's made as many enemies as she has friends since taking control of the Gold Coast. Probably just a noble who insulted her. I'm sure there's a book about her around here somewhere. Oh, very well. Fortunata worked for the Gold Coast Trading Company before she used her influence with a fleet of ships and an army of pirates. It helped that the region had been decimated by Varen's civil war. She was so bold as to claim the entire Gold Coast as her domain. It's crawling with Red Sail's pirates. Fortunata keeps it locked up tighter than her dowry chest. But she is expecting you. Mirabelle knows the Anvil Castle well. She spends, certainly, and she's very good at it. For the eventual day when we have to move against the Pirate Queen, we'll have Mirabelle in place and ready to act.
You look interesting. I'm quite certain I don't remember seeing you around the castle before. Even so, I do hope there's a good reason for this interruption. Ah, of course. You're one of them. I wasn't sure you'd honor my request since I refused to perform that ghoulish ritual of yours. I suppose even the Brotherhood can be bought. I prefer to convey my orders directly so that nothing gets lost in the translation. You know about the Order of the Hour? The religious warriors that protect the Kvatch Cathedral. They've expanded their mandate and now pose a threat. I'm sure this is all Count Carlos's doing. He constantly defies me, damn the man. Doesn't he realize the Gold Coast is better off under my control? Anyway, kill. Now that you mention it, there is one more thing. After you murder Scipio, go and tell the Count what you did. Scare the pets. The Hour has moved its most elite members into Castle Kvatch and locked the place down. You'll need to find a way inside to get at Scipio. My Ratmaster tells me the guard tower might be the best route.
What kind of trouble do you think we can get up to here?
Move along. The castle has been closed by command of the Count of Kvatch and the Order of... Do you now? I suppose you have a writ from the Count? Or maybe a seal from Primate Artorius? Or a pass from an Aura? You know, a scroll bearing the hallowed seal of the Primate of Akatosh. Shows you have the Primate's blessing. Without one, you can't. Not unless you're a new Hour recruit, or you're one of the chanters from the cathedral. Other than that, no one else is allowed.
The Grand Sermonizer, called home to Akatosh before her time.
I find that a visit to these graves is almost as uplifting as a stroll through the cathedral. Of course! I am one of Akatosh's chanters, after all. But I will not! That seal is a declaration and a confirmation of my faith, and I take my faith very seriously. By Akatosh's hourglass eyes, you're one of those dark assassin people! The ones the Grand Sermonizer warned us about. Look, there's a hidden passage in the moat. I'm not foolish enough to cross the Dark Brotherhood. It's true. Normally chains firmly bar the moat door, but that changed recently for reasons I'm not privy to.
Stop right there!
If you pay your bounty like a good criminal, I may let you see my collection of antique writing crops. Pleasure
So
doing
now
business
you've lost
with you.
money and your goods? See? This is why we don't play by the rules. Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first.
Let's go.
Nobody comes out of Crypt of Hearts alive. Nobody. How do you do it?
What is it?
favorite part.
Don't make me throw you on your arse.
gonna show up.
Can no one help me? I do not want to get on my bad side. Trust me.
The sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Didn't work. Yes, it must have. I performed the ritual just as described night after night. And now you're here. I suppose there's no turning back. I have to go through with this for the people of Kvatch. Fortunata must be stopped. I have the gold required for payment, but I wanted to offer you something more. I can tell you you're not. Then why have you slipped past my defenses and entered my... Oh no. Fortunata sent you, didn't she? You're here to kill me! You murdered the commander. I see. Another one of Fortunata's insults. Pay to weaken the Order of the Hour, but killing a count is just a waste of gold. Then pass along the message to your superiors. Let them know I have gold and information. I can point you toward the person hunting your agents and... Wait, who's that? Is he with you?
Initiate, let us speak.
I arrive in response to the Black Sacrament, and look who I find. An interesting turn of events, don't you agree? One contract comes into conflict with another, and the Night Mother heard the Count's prayer, and Fortunata Abdugal has been named. Her soul is promised to Sithis now. You completed Fortunata's contract to the letter. No one can say that the Brotherhood didn't discharge its obligations in that regard. Now we have a new contract. Very good. Seek out your sister Mirabelle in Anvil Castle. She can provide aid and advice should you need it. The secret exit in the Dignitary Suite is the fastest route out of this. My dear Count, let's discuss the terms of this contract.
I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
Where else can you get rid? Great! Another customer! What have you brought?
I assume you have a reason for approaching me while I'm working. What is it? Are you trying to get me noticed? Wait a moment. Did you run into a problem with the governor's contract? Did something go wrong? Interesting. I knew we were going to eliminate the Pirate Queen eventually, but I didn't expect that today would be the day. Why the sudden change, I wonder? He did. I'm impressed. I didn't think the old count had it in him to ask the Night Mother for help. First, the governor contracts you to perform a kill, and then you get a contract to kill her. Of course he did. I've been studying the castle and the governor's habits for months now. She keeps a pantry on the upper level. I suggest a dose of poison. Drop it in her favorite decanter of wine. The governor's private pantry is on the top floor. The place is a maze, though, and the red sails guard the direct approach 9 ways to... Naturally. Most castles have them. You just need to know where to look. Once you pass through the entry hall, the guards will consider you a threat. If you want to avoid being seen, find a red drape and use the secret passages. The speaker sent you to me, didn't he? I know Anvil Castle like the back of my hand, and I know the governor. Poison lets your target do all the work for you. And Fortunata can't resist. Oh, I'd love to put an end to her royal pain in the arse, but the speaker gave this contract to you. I'm just here to offer advice. Tell you what, after you...
I love snooping around places I don't belong.
in Oblivion's bleakness did you get in here? No, don't tell me. I don't really want to know your trade secrets. To what do I owe the pleasure of this unexpected visit? Can I assume that my little problem has been dealt with? That's perfect. Splendid, even. I'm going to overlook the way you so rudely barged in here and offer you a drink. Join me. Fetch my wine, girl. You know the one. And bring something less expensive for my friend here. Sailing the open sea. Things were more clear out there. Kill or be killed. Take whatever you can carry. Fight to keep what's yours. It's the same here, I suppose. We're just less honest about it.
Your wine, Governor.
Mirabelle? Where's Edwina?
You know how clumsy Edwina can be, Governor. While she cleans up her mess, I brought your wine so you wouldn't be kept waiting.
Initiative. I like that in a serving girl. Very well then. A toast to taking what you can and fighting to keep what's yours. The wine. What did you do?
We'll drink to your memory, Governor. And to the glory of the Night Mother.
Mirabelle. She's one of you.
Life is fleeting, Fortunata. An illusion. And in the end, everything belongs to Sithis. Tell him I said hello. I'll see you back at the sanctuary, darling. After I clean up any evidence of our involvement.
Eager to prove your worth, Initiate? Yes. The Night Mother whispered to the listener.
The speaker brought me news of your success in Kvatch, and of the events that followed. I must admit I didn't expect you to return from Fortunata's den of pirates and brigands. Then I believe a new title is in order, Initiate. You've demonstrated skills and abilities that we will definitely need in the battles to come. Stand tall, Assassin. You've earned your place.